I sewed this blanket many years ago and now it's time to transform it into something different. First I will fold it in half to find the middle. Now I will fold it in 3 as shown in the video. In the end it would be that small. Instead of hand sewing the blanket, I sewed several ribbons to the sides. This way the blanket will stay folded and it would be easy to wash it in the washing machine. In one of my previous videos I sewed an envelope pillowcase, so I will put the blanket inside it. This is what it would look like. These are all the leftover scraps from my sofa slip covers. I arranged all of them in piles, then I cut them into strips with different widths. Now I will arrange the strips to create a great looking pattern. In the end it will look interesting. Now start sewing the pieces together. The pieces must be facing each other. To make the seam straight, you can use a magnetic seam guide or simply use the edge of the presser foot as a guide. When you sew all of the pieces, it would look like this. The fabric piece must be a bit bigger than the pillow, or in my case the blanket. Now turn the piece with the wrong side facing you and open the seams. Set the stitch size to 5 and top stitch on both sides of the seam. It should look like this. I have a big piece for the back side, but you can continue sewing strips and make the second piece the same way. Measure the sides of your pillow and add 1 cm to each one of them. Place the fabric pieces on top of each other and cut them to the right size. Make sure both pieces are perfectly aligned and facing each other. Fold the top layer halfway and use pins to fix it in place. Make sure the zipper is 2 cm shorter on each side of the fabric piece. Place the zipper facing down in the middle of the piece and sew it. To make the seam straight, stop sewing before reaching the slider. Lower the needle, raise the presser foot and move the slider to the back. Then continue sewing until you reach the end of the zipper. Now remove the pins and unfold the top layer. The fabric must be perfectly aligned with the zipper, so use the pins to pin the zipper to the top layer. Now you have to sew the other side of the zipper the same way. Do you know that I have a video showing how to sew table mats from scraps? The idea is similar, but if you're interested you can go and check it out. Now it should look like this. The zipper is perfectly sewn. You can unfold the fabric and sew back and forth on the ends of the zipper. This step is optional, so if you are in a hurry you can skip it. In the final result, the ends of the zipper would be hidden. However, if you sew over the ends of the zipper, the slider will be secured on the zipper tape. Now leave the zipper halfway open. Then fold the pillowcase and align all sides. Start sewing right above the end of the zipper seam. Then go around the other sides and finish the seam above the zipper seam. Make sure to start and end the seam on the same distance on both sides because otherwise the zipper won't be centered. If you want to make the corner sharp and pointy at each corner, make 2 stitches at a 45-degree angle as shown in the video. Also, if you want to make the pillowcase weatherproof, sew back and forth when making the corners. In this video I'm making round mug mats with a very smart life hack for sewing perfect circles. I made the mug mats by using the rest of the scrap pieces. Now it should look like this. Use pinking shears and cut the excess fabric on the corners. Don't forget to support me by liking the video. Now open the zipper and turn the pillowcase inside out. This is the final result. And this is how it looks with the blanket inside. Thank you for watching, have a nice day and see you in my next video.